Well, hi Scorpios! Welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's find out, what do Scorpios need to know about what's coming up in their lives? What do Scorpios need to know, universe, about what's coming up in their lives? Now those have to come up, but this one has to come out. Okay. Wow. Let's see what we have here. For Scorpios. Okay, so the overall energy, Scorpios, is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, this is like it's an illusion, okay? You feel like you are trapped into something that you can't get out of. You can't see your way out, and that's only because you're surrounded by all these swords of truth and clarity, and you have a blindfold on. Otherwise, you could see your way out, okay? Because you really don't know that they're all around you, truth and clarity. So let's read on. Let's find out why the Eight of Swords surround your entire reading. I have the Devil up in your highest energy. This is a card for Capricorn. So just because of the horns, okay? But the energy is toxic. So there's a toxic energy around you you're not dealing with because you don't really see all the truth and clarity about it. Whoever you're tied to is tied to someone or something else. And that is what's making this relationship toxic. And it's all around you. There's red flags all around you. And you could actually understand the whole situation if you could see it. So you can get that blindfold off and you can see what's going on. As a matter of fact, you're going to. I have the Nine of Wands right next to the Devil and right above the Eight of Swords. You're reaching your wit's end with this toxic energy. Totally. So that wand is like holding you up rather than you holding it up anymore. You are at your breaking point with this energy being in your life. I have the Seven of Wands right next to the Nine of Wands. You are becoming in self-defense mode, and you're like blocking, you're wanting to block, and wands a lot of times are about moving forward. And this is like, I think it's this energy here that's trying to come in and talk you into putting up with it longer, or talk you into believing that it really doesn't exist or something like that. But your wand is up and you are using your own mind in this situation. You're at your wit's end. You might even block them. You might even block them on your phone, social media. Let me just keep reading. I have the Hangman here, right under the Devil card and right next to the Eight of Swords. This is a very spiritual card about enlightenment. And it's also that feeling of being stuck, just staying in one place, not being able to move. But I look around this card because it is a card of enlightenment. And I look at the cards that are touching it, you know, butting up to it. And so it's pointing out there's toxic energy in your life. Someone that you're attached to is just chained to something that is toxic to you. It's probably toxic to them too. And it's right next to this Eight of Swords. You know, that you're not really seeing the whole picture. You don't really know the whole story of what's going on here. But you are reaching your wit's end with this toxic energy, but you don't really know why. You don't have all your answers. I have Temperance next to the Eight of Swords and right under the Seven of Wands. So Temperance is the card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But there's your guardian angels and spirit guides, and they're mixing that potion back and forth, and their job is to help you be tempered. So that means taking that foot that's in the waters of emotion and putting it on the ground with the other foot so that you are grounded. It's getting you rebalanced, and they're trying to help make you more patient. So patience is a virtue when it comes with temperance. And also, and it's for a reason. There's a decision coming up that you need to make, and you need to make in a very grounded way, in a balanced way, and that's how they want your life. That's how they want you to be. Because I feel like you're very off balance at the moment because of this situation. I have the Seven of Pentacles here right under the Hangman. You've been waiting for this relationship or whoever this is to work out. You've been waiting for things to smooth out, become what they should be, and waiting and waiting and waiting. And there you are at your wit's end from waiting. And now you're looking, if you could just see the face on this card, looking at the Devil card, you see the face on that Nine of Wands? That is really fed up. Okay, with that toxic energy. So you do reach your wit's end. And this is after going through all this waiting and waiting. That could be years that you've waited. Months or years. I have the Magician right next to the Seven of Pentacles and right under the Eight of Swords. So, there's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing right there. And with the Magician, you have all the tools to manifest just what you do want from life. And you can figure out how to do that. You've got that infinity symbol. You will know how to make that happen. So you're coming out of that Eight of Swords. You're facing this toxic energy head on. Head on. And Temperance, your guardian angels and spirit guides are here to help you get through this. I have the Knight of Pentacles next to the Magician and under Temperance. Well, be patient. You're manifesting. You know how you've been waiting for a grounded and stable relationship? You haven't been dealing with this toxic energy. And then you reach your wit's end, and then it's like you block them and you're ready to move on. I think Temperance is telling you that Pentacle, there's somebody out there with a Pentacle. I don't think it's the same person. But I have another half of the reading to go. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving energy in the whole deck. It looks like the horse is standing still. It's actually moving very slowly, barely 1 foot in front of the other. And it's bringing that pentacle, that security, that stability. It's like a knight in shining armor, male or female, coming in that is available and committable. Let's find out what the second part of this reading has for you. Okay, for Scorpios. What else do they need to know? Scorpios, what else do they need to know? Wow, there are things happening for sure. For Scorpios, what do they need to know? Let's see what we have here. I have 3 extra cards. Put them like this. Move that up a little. Okay. So Scorpios, let's take a look at these. The 3 of Pentacles is right next to the 7 of Wands. Look, and then your reading started with the Devil card with 3 people in it. There is an interfering party in this relationship, and it's on their side of the relationship. That's why they're not coming forward with the Pentacle. That's why you're finally reaching your wit's end. You're so tired of waiting for them. They're either married or they're dating someone else, or they have a secret life, or they have an addiction. There's something going on that's attached to them that is making them very toxic to your life. I have the Knight of Wands right next to the Three of Pentacles. This is an in and out of your life type energy, someone who runs in and runs out. They can run in with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings and run out with the staff of passion. It's male or female. All cards are male or female. But this is very ungrounded, very unstable, just very flighty energy. Boy, you're really blocking this. You've really reached your wit's end because you really want, this is what you're looking for, the Ten of Pentacles. There's union between two people. There's extended family, pets. There's a child tucked in the corner down here. And you just want a stable, secure, committed, and loving relationship. You want a family. They're not making it. They're not cutting it for you so far in this reading. So I have the Ace of Swords right next to Temperance, right under the Three of Pentacles. So you seek the truth and you seek the clarity. Finally, you know, it's like I told you, you're coming out of that Eight of Swords, so you're going to be able to see the truth and clarity, but you're going to, you know, get it right from the horse's mouth, from them. Like the next time they run in or they call, I think it feels more like the next time they come in, next time you see them. You have a lot of questions. I had a girlfriend, now I mentioned, I don't know why it's coming up, that she told me that anytime she wants to have a serious talk with one of her kids, she'd get them in the car so they can't escape on a drive someplace, you know, and then that's how she got the conversations going because there was no distractions. I don't know, for some reason that just came to mind. But next to the Ace of Swords is the Ace of Cups, right under the Knight of Wands. Well, one thing that you need to know is, do they love you? Because they're certainly not acting like it, okay? So, and you're also going to say, is probably tell them that you love them, because you do love them. But, you know, their behavior is not acceptable. So you get to the bottom of things and you're speaking your truth. You're trying to get the truth from them. And with this Ace of Cups being under the Knight of Wands, they really might love you, and it might come out that they do love you. Now, this toxic energy, like I say, this can be just about anything. But the truth comes out on what it is. So this is a successful conversation. And it looks like this Knight of Wands actually turns out to be a King of Wands. So the Knight of Wands decides to grow up. It's like they need to let these, whatever this is, just whatever's attached to them go so that they can be a mature individual, male or female. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or their chart or around this reading. It gives us 2 for Sagittarius if we're reading it that way. But the energy is what matters most. And so that staff that they usually run in and out with, they run in with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. I think they want to come back in and actually come in with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And they have one hand on that staff and one hand on the hip. So it's like they're ready to move forward with you. It's right below the Ten of Pentacles. So now we have truth and honesty, we have love, we have commitment, and we have them willing and wanting to move forward with you. I have the Two of Cups under the Ace of Swords and next to the Knight of Pentacles, and this is something that you want to bring up. This is a soulmate energy. Okay, we'll start there. This is friends with love. 2 cups of love. But this is also a friends with benefits card. And I think you need to know, is that what I am? Friends with benefits? Is that why you're not coming through with anything solid, anything secure in this relationship? Well, you get the truth. You get the truth. And you end up going from 3 to 2, but you do get the truth. And I wish I could actually see what that truth is, because I am very curious. I don't know. If this is a third party, then they're willing to give up the third party. It could be something else, but the truth will come out. I have the star right next to the 2 of cups and right under the ace of cups. So the star is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But this is healing. Oh my gosh, this is so spiritual. It's seeing your own reflection in that pool of water. Healing to bare essence of who you are, who you were born to be. Remembering what you want and what you don't want from life. Very, very deep healing. Now, you're going to go through all this healing because of this conversation. And also, it's because, you know, you were in this place of the 8 of Swords for a long time. And you put up with this for a long time before you finally come out and have this conversation here. And they decide that they need to step up to the plate, male or female. There's a tower right under the King of Wands and right next to the Star card. I feel like that they are still healing from a tower moment. That might be the toxic energy they're carrying with them is a past tower moment that they need to let go in order to move forward here. Wow. I think that's what comes up. And then we had 3 extra cards come up. The 6 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is breadcrumbing. That's what they've been doing by being the Knight of Wands. They almost always show up in the same reading. The 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Throws your scales off balance in life. That's barely being fed enough to barely keep this relationship afloat. That's why you hung in there so long. But that only lasts so long. And then the King of Pentacles, which is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. The Devil is Capricorn. And, you know, Knight of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn also. But there's that Pentacle. Now, you were giving Pentacles, okay? And you were wanting a Pentacle. You weren't wanting the 6 of Pentacles. You were wanting a real Pentacle, a real commitment from this, well, should I say Knight of Wands or King of Wands? Because they're transforming. They're after this conversation, they decide that they probably do need to let this tower moment go. I think it's all part of this conversation, and they're going to come out with, well, my past relationship or my past wife or my past husband or whatever. They cheated on me, and I'm always living with this fear that that's what's going to happen, or something like that, okay, that's been holding them back. Then we have you here as a Justice card, and this is a card for Libra. So Libra might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading, but you are going forth with your sword up in self-protection, and you are getting rebalanced, just like Temperance wants you to. So Temperance here, Temperance is saying, hey, you need to be balanced for this conversation. You need to be grounded for this conversation, for sure. And you need to keep your emotions in check for this conversation. And then that way, you keep your emotions in check, they'll talk. And it's really going to help when things get out in the open like this for them to be able to let go of something that's holding them back. Oh my gosh. Let's take out an angel card here for Scorpios, please. What do your guardian angels and spirit guides have for you today? Let's see. What do they have for you today? Guardian angels and spirit guides. for Scorpios. Choose freedom. So you can pause and read this anytime you want. I'm going to read it to you. Sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're so focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon, which is like going forth and seeking that truth and that clarity. Because remember, you have all the tools to make this work. You have all the tools. Matter of fact, this relationship has all the tools except for whatever is standing in the way here. So, wow. Scorpios, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.